The easiest way to hit this golf club right here, long and straight, is to understand how to release it. Today I'm going to share with you what amateur golfers do who hit this club long and straight, do every single time. I'm PGA teaching professional Todd Kolb, Director of Instruction for US Golf TV, and this club right here, man, it can be a love-hate relationship. But a lot of you are focusing on the backswing and what you're doing before you hit the golf ball to try to fix it. But what you should really be focusing on if you're struggling is how do we actually release a golf club. So we're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to talk about what the club head itself does. We're going to talk about the direction that the club shaft swings, and then I'm going to give you a simple drill that you can do on your own that doesn't require a golf club to help train that. So let's dive right into it. All right, so I've got the driver set up, got it teed up, I'm ready to roll. I've got my live view. I love using my live view. If you've watched any of my stuff here and our stuff here with Nick and the team at US Golf TV, we love live view for a variety of reasons. One is it's just a great company, and the guys who own it are really good guys, but also it gives you literally instant feedback. It's like having your own coach. So I've got it set up right here behind me. I've got a red line. Now notice the red line, it's just along the angle of the shaft, right? The angle of the club shaft, and kind of goes up through the belt buckle. So we're going to use this red line as a reference. So let's talk about, first of all, the direction of the shaft. So I'm just going to go ahead and knock that ball off there. I'm going to make a practice swing. Okay, so when you swing it back and you come through, I want you to feel like the shaft angle, see the shaft? See how it goes below the red line? I want you to feel what that's like. I'm going to give you a drill in a second how to work on that, but see where that shaft is at? That's where that club needs to be coming into the golf ball if we want to release it and hit a nice high draw. So the first tip I got to give you is when you're set in there, make sure that the angle of the club shaft drops. Some people call it shallowing, but it falls underneath, okay, and then works up and to the right. Okay, now let me just go ahead and hit a shot here once. And let's see if I can do that. All right, that's why I love live view. Here we go. Set in there. I'm gonna do it kind of slow. Here we go. All right, that felt pretty good. So maybe a little bit on the toe. Live view recorded it off the contact. Boom, here it comes. Automatic playback. Yeah, that was good. You could see it. You could see how it slid just underneath there a little bit. All right, now that's the first tip I want to give you. Let's tee up another one here. Let's talk a little bit now about the club head. All right, so the first tip is let's get that club shaft underneath, okay? But what should the club head be doing? All right, so the club head should be doing this, especially if you slice a golf ball. You want to pay attention right now. If you slice a golf ball, this is for you. And you know my favorite question to ask is, I love hearing where you're from. Put those in the comments. We got people from all over. Nick was just telling me this morning we had people from Sweden buy our new book, The Bad Lie. Okay, you can find that on Amazon or all over the place, but we love hearing where you're from because it gets us excited about what we're doing. And we also like hearing what it is that you want us to talk about. So, here we go, club head. When the club head comes through, the club head will be underneath the red line, right? Because the shaft is underneath the red line. See that? But I want you to feel, and this is the golden nugget right here, pay attention, that the club head releases. See how I did that? Boom, the club head works from open to square and then actually releases a little bit. Now, a lot of golfers, especially if they take lessons and we're talking about top-notch players, world-class players, hand-eye coordination of a fighter pilot, yes, they're gonna probably hold that release off a little bit, okay? You can see it in live view there. See, I'm holding the club face more square, almost open. That's a great feel if you're trying to hit a fade or you got a ton of club head speed. But amateur golfers, you don't have a ton of club head speed. So you've got to learn to let that club head release. Let's hit another one and I'm going to give you a simple drill. So here we go. I'm set up. Let me just rehearse it once. I'm going to take it up. I'm underneath the red shaft, feel that, and I'm going to release the club head. Bingo. All right, here we go. Let's hit a shot. Underneath and release. Oh yeah, there it is. That was solid. Let's see it. Here it is, live view, captured it. Boom, look how quickly it's playing it back. Underneath, release. I love that move right there. Now, I know some of you out there, I'm not gonna call you haters, but because we love hearing from all types of people out there. We love it when you subscribe and ring the bell too, so be sure to do that. You're gonna say, well, Todd, if I release the club head like that, I'm gonna hook it, right? Yeah, probably true. If you actually got the shaft way underneath here and you really released it, yeah, you probably would hit a couple hooks. But how many of you out there are tuning into this video right now because you're overhooking the golf ball? I didn't see any hands go up, right? Probably not, right? So take it with a grain of salt. What I'm teaching you here is a concept. If you overdo any concept, of course you're going to hit different types of shots. We all know that. All right, making sense? Okay, so here we go. Let's talk about one other thing. I want to give you a particular drill because I love giving people drills. It's part of our whole vertical line swing system, building it from the setup to the backswing, to the downswing, to the finish position, the drills, the short game. It's all part of our vertical line swing system. Now, here's what you can do at home. I'm just going to set the club down. I've got live view. I'm lucky. Maybe you might want to get live view, but everybody's got a mirror in the office or a reflection in the window. You can get set up and you can have an imaginary line right there, and you can take your hands up and you can bring them, see that? Bring the hands along the line there. See how they're going right through, almost like where the belt buckle would be? See that? Okay, if you're slicing it, your hands are going this way. Boom, you can see it in live view. Get them underneath. Now, here's the key. See the logo on my glove right there? It says Titleist, right? Love Titleist. Okay, when you come through, let the Titleist rotate towards the ground. See that? Boom. So you know me, I love my 3-setter. So let's do a 3-setter. This I'm going to do with my lead hand only. Here we go. Left hand only for right-handed golfer. I'm going to take it up. I'm going to go on the red line, release, up, on the red line, release. There's my feel. One more time. Up, on the red line, release it. Okay, now I've got the feel. I'm going to grab my driver. I'm going to put a little bit of speed to this one. All right, see if you can notice it picks up. Nick's grinning because he thinks I'm going to be swinging out of my shoes on this one. Here we go. Oh yeah, picked up the speed on that one. Let's check it out on live view. It's got to be underneath the red line. It's got to release. Let's see what it tells us. I'll take that every single time. There's a reason amateur golfers hit their driver better than some others. What I showed you today can help move you into that good group of hitting this club right here a nice long ways.